Self-reflection is necessary for growth. That's my experience. This morning, I found myself heavy. I just wanted to lay down in my room and forget about work, forget about walking for my health. I'm into health for the whole person, looking at different aspects of myself and addressing them. Introspection. It takes introspection to maintain wellness and balance sometimes. It's so important to know what's going on. What's going on, these inner workings of my body, right? I've been working on wholeness and wellness for a long time. Definitely in my older age, it's important to maintain health. All of us, right? We need to maintain our health as we age. We need to be mindful of nutrition we're putting into our body, how much we're moving, what our mindset is spewing out at any given time. I've been concerned with my well-being since I was small. I actually had an eating disorder, disordered eating. Yeah, I experienced disordered eating. I was afraid of gaining weight. I wanted to be a vegetarian like Michael Jackson. I have a lot of compassion and love for the animal kingdom. So sometimes eating meat conflicts with my value system. And my natural carnivore instincts still enjoys a ribeye. So that's some inner conflict. And at least I know what's going on and how I address it. Well, I find tools to address that. I was feeling disturbed this morning. Thank God when I wake up, my wellness practice is to give thanks to our divine creator, Mother, Father, God, Goddess, Divine Mind. I just give thanks for this life. I have to. It sets my day off right. Who knows what might happen? What kind of, I don't want to say drama. I'm not bringing drama into my life, but sometimes you never know. If assignments are brought to us, things that we have to do, people we have to meet or support, or something we have to learn from someone else, things will come. And so if I'm prayed up, if I'm grateful to Spirit and me knowing what to do at the right time, I'm all set for the day. I found myself in an emotional conundrum. And on one level, I thought I had recognized it and dealt with it. And I did. I know what emotional triggers have been placed upon me. Some old stuff I'm dealing with. Old feelings of resentment that I'm harboring. And it's not helpful. It's not helpful, period. And but it comes up. And then working on United Spirits. I have a spiritual business I've been working on for a decade and a half. And I have to call on God. God gave me this inspiration and this idea, so I have to work on it. It's like, dear God, I ask in the morning, what is mine to do? What is mine to do? I journal it, I ask it, I pray it. I have to get better at waiting for the answer sometimes, but my emotional stuff came up. I was writing about my grandmother, and I miss my grandmother. You know, the grieving process can go on for a long time. I was diagnosed once with a bipolar disorder 2 right after my grandmother passed away. And the psychiatrist said, oh yeah, bipolar disorder 2. Really, I was grieving. And why didn't that fool notice that? Like, I'm so annoyed. And forgive me, like, that psychiatrist actually killed himself a year later. I received a notice at Kaiser. So thank God I did not take the prescription meds that he had prescribed for me. I actually used my spiritual tools, spiritual foundation Grandma had gifted to me to heal my mental health challenges. But my mental health wavers, my mental health state wavers. Sometimes I'm super happy and productive. And sometimes I feel heavy. My emotions, they flutter and flit about. And a lot of us are like that. Not a crime. Women, I mean, we have the gift to bear life. All humans have hormones. We all have hormones. But those of us who can bear children, we have special hormones that affect our emotions, affect our mental states. So anyway, I ramble. Just one more thing. I am going through menopause. That's another thing, women, we go through all kinds of hormonal changes, and then we have to deal with menopause, and that's the releasing and restructuring of hormones. So I'm going through that. Nonetheless, hormonal changes and shifts, mental health, fluctuating states, emotions coming and going, heavy and light. I do inner reflection to realize exactly what's going on, what emotions, what mental state am I in, what's happening. Introspection, that was the fit word of the day. I pulled that word out of the cup, introspection. And before I looked it up on Google, before I got AI all involved, I wrote down my definition of introspection. To me, introspection to look at, so looking at myself, my inner world, my inner self, to see what I'm thinking, see what I'm feeling, to see what's going on in my body, looking inward for direction. So I promise you, I wrote down all these things before I looked at Google. Looking inward for direction, for reflection, inspiration, motivation, solutions, creativity, problem solving, emotions. I'm looking to see what judgments are in me, what resentment, what attitude, and then discovering my mindset, my emotions, and potential blockages. So my emotions were on the verge of having a blockage this morning. But since I put God first, divine mind, I looked outside, divine mind, thank you for your support. What is mine to do? And may I do that with as much grace and gratitude and creativity as possible. So self-awareness is the key to well-being, to health, holistic health. Health is not only the absence of disease and illness. Health is longevity and joy and happiness and energy, motivation. Yeah. When one has health, you have longevity. You get to live long. You get to continue figuring things out, like finances and how to communicate better with family and friends. Introspection helps with emotional regulation. Introspection can also cause triggers, some stress, remembering something at the root of a core of yourself that you have to dig out. Yeah, well, dig it out. It might hurt. You might cry. You might feel like the world is coming to an end. Go through it. Breathe through it. Pray through it. Write through it. Call your therapist. Call your mom or dad, your friends. Call your dog or your cat or your iguana. You can and you will get through it. You can be healthy, wealthy, and wise more and more every day. You can and will get through those tough times. So, introspection, self-reflection can be uncomfortable. It can be really uncomfortable, especially if you're not used to doing it. So here's some tips to help you through introspection. If you're interested in whole health and well-being, if you're interested in growing, if you're interested in moving past emotional blockages, improving your physical health, doing something new, releasing fears, anxiety, doubt, resentment, if you want to forgive yourself and others, introspection. And here's how to get through it, even when it's uncomfortable. So find a comfy, quiet place. So now this is where AI helped me make a list. Okay. So find your comfy place. Maybe have a notebook if you want to take notes and record what you're feeling, or you don't have to. Have a recorder, a tape recorder, or your phone recorder, a notebook. Do a mindful body scan. Just quietly, stillness and peace. Know that you can scan your body and feel and see what's going on in there. So ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? What are you feeling? Let's see. I'm feeling quite relaxed. My tummy's a little bloated because I had chickpeas this morning. I find that chickpeas make me a little bloated. I don't do peas and legumes very well. I've noticed that about my body. And this, I feel a little bloated in my stomach, not too uncomfortable because I ate some yogurt with it. That was good. I'll buy some fruits and fresh salad. Eating fresh fruit and fresh salad, I know, helps me digest those chickpeas better. My face is a little itchy because I was fooling around with some dusty cords to plug up my ring light. Identify the source of your discomfort. I did that. Those chickpeas make me feel a little bloated. Explore my needs. What do I need right now? Well, when I'm done recording, I'm going to get me some nice warm water, or maybe make some tea like chamomile that'll help with my digestion, and take a little walk. I find when I walk that helps digestive challenges. And then actions I can take, because #baby steps do count. I am going to take a walk. I'm going to be forgiving on myself. I realize that emotions ebb and flow. They come and go sometimes. I am the master of my emotions. And I can just let it go. Or I can get support. I can sign up for a therapist. I can take some mental health peer workshops, get some peer support. I can go into the medical doctor and get a physical, get my numbers, vitals, and measurements if that's what I want to do. I can journal some more. I can call a friend. And I will continue to reflect inwardly. Introspection is a gift, and I recognize why I'm having these emotional heaviness. At one point, it would have been a setback. Now it's just something that comes up. I address it, and I can move on with my day. And because I'm aware of what's going on inside my body, inside my thoughts, my emotions, feeling my body, I'm more likely to take an action to support it if it's not feeling balanced. Return to balance, homeostasis. Homeostasis is a state of balance, well-being. Everything's functioning at its highest and best good. So, well, that's introspection. That was the fit word of the day. Inner reflection is key to managing health in a holistic way. Holistic, looking at your mind, body, spirit, finances, environment, social life, emotions, And that's a fabulous thing. And it is not easy, but it's so worth it. Thank you for coming to United Spirits Village to get a little insight. And I'm so grateful and pleased that you're interested in holistic well-being, mind, body, spirit. And I'm thankful that you are here listening. Thank you for coming back. And have a lovely, lovely day. I love you.